Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another episode of our live session where we look forward to connect together and listen to your queries and look forward to resolve them. And as a part of our live session, we really look forward to interact with our followers, the subscribers, and more specifically to get to know more from you how exactly you're finding the content, and more importantly, if you have any specific suggestions to make here and help every individual in the way that they might be stuck with something specific, and we would like to make sure that they have all that in support what is required in terms of meeting their expectations towards the preparation of their certifications, right? And just not limited to certification, as people may have different questions coming up, during the journey of interacting with software testing as concepts. We look forward to assist them, look forward to support them to the most, so that they can look forward to a really good knowledge about testing and build a better career ahead. So we are back again here through our live session, looking forward to interact with more and more people. And yeah, we're looking forward to have a great session today as well. And it's really good to see a lot of people, meanwhile, have reported that they are finding the content very useful. And most of them were also to talk about that they succeeded with the certification. And we might be looking forward to, you know, some more great news coming every day, as in. And I would like to congratulate every individual who just kind of helped us to get us know about their content and their preparation, how it went, the approach. A lot of people have generally reported that they how they approached the content and how well they used the preparation material to make their understanding successful and getting certified. So thank you for sharing your approach with us in terms of comments, as it will be helping many other people to make that happen. I think that's one thing. And would like to go ahead and listen to your queries and questions coming up next, and I would be happy to answer them. And meanwhile, I think I promised this would be the next week where we will be getting started with some of the tutorials coming up next, and we would like to talk about the same and help you build better knowledge, better understanding about it. Okay, we do have Salesforce testing guy, that is Gandharv here. Hi Gandharv, how are you doing? Good to see you. I tried calling you. Okay, no problem. Let's have a call after this live session and we can talk. Okay, so yeah, we'll be getting started with AI testing, and that's our next agenda, where we'll be looking forward to build the tutorials for people to at least learn the fundamentals of AI testing concepts, and at the same time prepare themselves to get certified with AI tester. As this is going to be something which is very useful for our testing family altogether, and the testing domain. So we'll be looking forward to add more value from the AI and ML perspective. And we are looking forward to get started with the certification syllabus itself. It has huge information that is going to be covered in a lot of chapters and broken down into such a way that it could be very helpful for every individual. So we are looking forward to get started next week, as I'll be having some slots available to quickly record and edit some videos and get started. And yeah, I could not keep up pace with a lot of things which generally happened over the last few months, and last 1 month, I would say, as I was highly occupied. In fact, you can't believe I was 30 days occupied for the trainings, and didn't have even a single day break to relax. And that's how hectic it was. And more importantly, not just the days, but the evenings were also occupied, and I couldn't do much to prepare on the tutorials part. But yes, promising you that we will be getting back to you with great set of tutorials on ISTQB AI Tester coming up next, starting next week, and would be really happy to share some of the knowledge again with all of you. And I may also have a poll, looking forward to your suggestions, that we don't want to disturb the channel because it may confuse our audience with the language when we do it for two different things. So I'll be probably looking forward to create another channel, which would be to talk about the Hindi part of the ISTQB certifications and help people to get some good insights, right? So I'm sure how far that will be implemented. We'll look forward to have a poll and look forward to your suggestions on that, and we'll see what best can be done there. Because I remember most of the votes which came was for the ISTQB Foundation in Hindi. So let's see how well we can do it, right? I think the audience is quite occupied over the weekend. We'll just wait for some more time and see if there are good responses. If yes, we'll be looking forward to continue. If not, we'll look forward to wind up our live session here. But yeah, we'll just check for the buffer for next 5-10 minutes. And I do understand year end, a lot of people having vacations, a lot of people are planning for trips, and weekends are not good time to get engaged on a live session. And of course, nobody's strictly looking forward to prepare for the examination now. But trust me, if you have questions, it is my responsibility to be here to help people understand and learn things. And we would like to see what best can be done for the audience to assist them. Okay, so Yassine, go ahead. I've got questions. I'm here to assist. But let's see if you have any questions. If not, we'll be winding up our live session for the day if there are no questions coming up next. Okay. I think the next question coming in from Purvi says how to progress in QA career. How to progress, of course, that simply means that you have started working as a kind of QA and uh, okay, your career is not thriving only. So the point is, you might be not doing to the optimum in terms of when you say you generally look forward to kind of like prepare in terms of how does it go with the interaction, the responsibilities, what you may have right now, and it would be something that you are not basically looking forward to learn something new. uh, Again, I don't want to judge anything because you just said how to progress and the life is like the career is not thriving only. So I'm not sure how far you are with automations and if you're just involved with manual interactive testing or sort of thing. So if that is the case, then start working on automation. If you have been doing automation in terms of just Selenium, try to explore new platform. Okay, or if you're already in the automation, then try to extract more on the particular platforms, like learn a new platform, more complicated ones like Salesforce, you can work with it, or you can look forward to work with AWS or any other platforms like that, which would be very challenging because they are completely dynamic and don't have anything static available for you, right? So in this context, you will have a lot to learn day by day, a lot to explore day by day, and of course, the life will be more challenging than being really, idle in terms of what you're saying. And I think that's something really going to be incredible to keep inviting you to explore more as you work with them. And as you continue working, you would find more challenges, more problems, and that's how it is going to be, right? So if in case you're a manual tester, look forward to be in automation. If in case you're already in automation, then look forward to add more tools to your portfolio. If that's not the case, then go with new platform which you might be working. So currently you might be doing some generic testing, so it doesn't look like fun at all. But as you step into some complicated platforms like AWS, Azure, or Salesforce, you would have more challenges being involved and a lot of other things to be taken into account. So Purvi, I think that should make sense. And if there's anything else, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to respond back. Anish is here. Anish says, "Hello, my hard worker friend." Thank you. I noticed that a lot of the game test leads distributes the team based on the platform. That's correct. Like PC Mobile for the same features. Can this be applied to software testing? Um, a lot of game testing leads distributes the team based on platform. Okay, so for the same feature. Okay, can this be applied on software testing? Now, I didn't understand the second part, Anish. So, can you be more relevant and kind of like reframe your question? Uh, Distributing games on different platforms and different environments are one thing, and talking about applying that in software testing, yes, of course, you can have different environments for that. So, I think that was a very straightforward answer, but I know that could not be the question what you wanted to know. So, can you tell me more about what the platform distribution has to do with the software testing here? Is that related to environment or was there anything else? Like in websites, mobile apps, I mean non gaming products. Oh, non gaming products. Of course, why not? So, if you're talking about, platforms like, you know, Ola, Uber, Uber, and there are Amazon, Flipkart. They do have hybrid applications, right? And hybrid application simply means that they are on mobile as well as web, that is PC. So you can shop online using laptops, desktops, or you can even shop online using mobile phone apps, right? So I think that's again very straightforward that you can have native, or you can have browser based, or you can have hybrid applications which can be available on both the platforms. So this could again be like uh, appearing as a hybrid scenario. So why not? Of course. And that's not just limited to gaming. Of course, there are hundreds of applications, or I would say thousands of applications which are hybrid today, and you can sync all your work. For example, banking, right? You do have net banking on your PC, and you do have a mobile banking app on your phone, which is pretty much synchronized. You can do phone banking, or you can do mobile banking and as well as net banking. So I think, is that what you were referring to? Because I just want to be making sure that this is what you wanted. Amol says, I'm not working but want to give these exam. Can I? Uh, it's not necessary that you should be working. Given that you have a good understanding and knowledge of the content, you can go ahead and write the examination with the preparation, of course, because preparation would be slightly, more effort taking for the person who is not working. Trust me, the reason what I am saying is because we have done this certification trainings for even undergraduate students with final year, those who are in final year of their engineering and academics. We have done the session for them, and in fact, they have succeeded. Okay, so it's more about how much effort you put in order to learn the things, right, Amol? And working professionals find it easy to relate that, hey, yeah, this is what I'm doing in reality, and this is what the syllabus is trying to say. So they often find it easy to relate things. But you, as you are not working, it could be slightly time consuming, but not complicated at all to understand or not difficult to understand. And working or experience is not a prerequisite. So anybody who has good learning and good understanding of the syllabus can take up the examination, and all is that what they need, right? I hope that answers your question, Amol. If there's anything else, just let me know. And Purvi says, learning and experience are different unless you have real time experience. I don't know how to jump or get those possibilities in my bucket. See, I totally agree with you. Learning and experiences are different, of course, and you until unless you implement it, it does not make sense. But in order to get started to work on a platform, you have to go through something called as interview, right? An interview doesn't ask you in terms of that, hey, for example, you have worked or not, or you have kind of like learned or not. They just have some questions, and if you're able to answer them, that this is how it happens and all, and yeah, you can go ahead and start working, right? So learning is the fundamentals to get started with the experience, which is working experience. So initially you can try with certain basic sample examples or sample accounts can be created on different platforms and learn them, and then appear for interviews to upgrade. That, hey, I want to start my career in Salesforce, or I want to start career in AWS testing, or whatever not, right? So in that context, it makes more sense that how exactly you will be looking forward to kickstart your career. Of course, learning will be giving you basic fundamentals of how do you test these things, how does the testing happens. Second thing is you can have the trial accounts of so many platforms which will allow you to perform testing using Selenium or other tools which you might be using so far, and build that. Given that, you can always say a little bit of kind of information that, here I started working, but I'm not so pro in that, but yes, I've recently started working on this. Shall we go ahead, right? And there are companies who encourage people who are coming new into industries. So it's not that they don't entertain someone who is coming for to a platform for the first time. It's not at all that, right? They always look forward to people who are curious, innovative, looking forward to explore more, and they like that people who have a lot of energy, right? So yeah, go ahead. I think learning is something which you'll start with. You can do some hands-on experience, like hands-on exercises to gain some good understanding, and start appearing for interviews. You will know your weaknesses, where are you lacking, and so on. And then, you know, that's where you start. And as you know that this will be a new domain, so you will be excited to explore more. Okay, so look forward to that. So Purvi, if there's anything else, just feel free to let me know. I'm here to assist you. I'm here to answer your questions and everyone else. All right. So Theeraj says, hi, good evening. Hi, Theeraj. Welcome aboard. Amol says, thank you. Purvi says, thanks. You're welcome. Yes, team. I think we are caught up with all the questions listed so far. Looking forward to more questions. If you got anything to share, feel free to share. This session is no longer only for the questions. If you got something, good, your progress to be shared and whatever it is, you can always feel free to let me know. Is there a number, email to reach out? Yes, both are there, but I don't share it publicly here. Please feel free to ping me on LinkedIn, and I will drop you my details. You can reach out to me. Okay. So LinkedIn, where is LinkedIn? In the description. You can just click on the description of this video and you'll find my LinkedIn URL. Please click there and just drop me a text on the chat that, hey, I would be interested to get in touch with you, and I'll drop you my contact details and we can get on a call. Okay. All right. So, yes, team, I think we are looking forward to more questions. Go ahead. You got a question, do not hesitate. This live session is to assist you with answering your queries and helping you build more and better understanding about testing related concepts. And I'll be more than happy to answer any sort of questions which you may have regarding testing, not just limited to certifications. If you got tools, you got other informations, uh, I would be happy to talk about that too. Okay. Is there anything else meanwhile? I think, yeah, we told you about the updates that we'll be getting started with ISTQB AI Tester. So you will have a lot to explore. Okay, here it is. Another one coming in from Rods. Rods says, why, which one is better to take, the advanced test analyst or advanced technical test analyst? It's not which one is better. It's for two different roles and two different people. Test analyst is for functional testers, and technical test analyst is for non-functional testers. So if your portfolio invites you to perform functional levels of testing, like unit, I can also unit being a tester, so integration, system, and all sort of thing, then test analyst is for you. But if you are someone who does security testing or performance testing, or you are involved in more of like, portability, interoperability, uh, compatibility, all sort of things, then technical test analyst is for you. Okay, so go as per your profile and role. If you're into functional testing, test analyst is your certification, or you want to continue your career, or if you want to build your career in non-functional testing, which is quality characteristics of the application, then build your, take your certification as TTA, technical test analyst. Okay, so it's more about the profile. It's not that something is better. It's more of like what you have been doing and what you would like to continue doing. Okay, I hope that answers your question. If there's anything else, just let me know. Okay, Purvi says, please bring a series on accessibility testing with some tools and technology. Yep, that should be good. Thank you. I'll consider this as input for my other channel because I talk about tools and study materials for exercising with practicals on my other channel, and that channel is called as Testing in Nutshell. If in case you're not aware about that, so this is the channel name. Have a look there. So yeah, you never know. I was anyways looking forward to a topic for my next series, and yeah, that could be the next one. So thank you for your suggestion, Purvi. We'll look forward to that to have it on our list for sure. And Sanjana Ghosh is here. Sanjana says, hello, sir. Can I attempt ISTQB from home? Why not? You can take ISTQB certification from home. All you have to do is while you enroll, you go for proctor exam rather than center-based exam. Okay, take online, and you can enroll for the proctor-based examination, and that would be online, taking from the home. But there would be a lot of protocols to be followed for online examination. So you need to just follow that. Okay, I'm not scaring you or something that is difficult and all. No, you people generally think that it's just going to be go online and take the exam. No, somebody will be with video conferencing on you, and they will have set of rules that hey, you cannot hide your face during the exam, you cannot keep like this and sort of thing. No, no extraordinary activities. Okay, it's just going to be a little strict because they just want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Okay, and you'll be required to be a standalone room where nobody gate crashes, or your internet connectivity has to be very stable, right? And you need to make sure that there are no interruptions during the examination, or you don't turn off your camera for the entire duration. So there are set of rules which they will send you anyways. But these are the rules I wanted to tell you that hey, before opting for it, you must know that okay, there will be few things which I have to take care of, and you need to have a camera-based laptop. I think you certainly have. So these are the protocols which we need to adhere to, and if that does not scare you, that's good. You can take online. Okay. But if you think, no, I cannot have stable internet, I'm going to use mobile GPRS or mobile internet or something, then please don't do that because mobile internets are not stable. You need a proper internet connectivity, and you need a proper room where nobody has any kind of disturbance, or nobody just get crashes in your meeting. They will just terminate the exam. Okay, and you may have to reset. Okay, yep, that's good. So just say, thank you, sir. Actually, I'm outside of India and I want to take the exam from home. No problem. That's absolutely fine. You can take always. There are no restrictions. And if you're outside India, I think that would be more convenient. Okay, you can take that. Sure. All right, team. I think I'm again caught up with all the questions on the chat. Looking forward to more. If you have anything to ask, anything to discuss, feel free to drop them. This session is for you. This session is for all our viewers who can come here, engage with me, and look forward to ask their questions and get the clarity on anything. And we are not limited to certifications, though people have created an impression this channel is only about certifications. Um I'm looking forward to change that. I'm going to add more and more technical videos, technical discussions, and talks so that um, you know, people have good grip with this channel and maintain the relationship. Because as per my analytics, I observed that my retentionship is very poor. People drop off from the channel after getting certified, and they don't look forward to retain to stay with the channel because certifications are one time thing and you don't really have to stay with the channel for a long time. And yeah, I decided that it's not that I'm blaming anyone here. It's common that you're done with that job and you don't really need that certification tutorials once again once you succeed, so you don't really have to stay with the channel. And that's what I don't want to do, because I would love to share a lot of knowledge with everyone. And it's not that not everyone is doing that. It's just like few of them are doing. So we wanted to make sure that even those fews we don't lose. Okay, for a creator it is very important that their audience always stay with them, right? Because that's how you give the best to the community, and help them build better knowledge and better understanding about testing. So we would like to continue with our technical talks on testing, and give you more and more knowledge, and discuss and help you build better understanding on what testing practices we can talk about, right? So yep, we look forward to have your retentionship for longer, and of course help you with whatever you could need at any point of time. Go ahead, team. I think we are looking forward to more questions to come up. And if there are any questions, again, we are not forcing anyone to type a question. Rather, we're just making sure that you do not hesitate to ask your questions. This session is only for you, and only to respond to your queries, not to have any other activities in terms of, hey, what's happening, what's going on. Okay, so yeah, I think the year is coming close, the year end, and we'll be stepping into a new year. I hope people would have certainly a lot of good resolutions planned, uh, not career specific, but at least on the personal level for sure. Look forward to great goals to be defined for your coming year, team, because the time is very bad, and I think you know what I'm referring to. Recession around the corner is something which is kind of going to impact most of the people uh, across the world. So you never know how things will be bad. So get ready for that. Start building up something in a way that the company look forward to have you as one of their esteemed resources. And more importantly, it is that the people who get laid off are only those people who are not useful to the organization. An organization never washes out everyone. The question is, I don't say that who got laid off or who did not. I talk about, hey, are you a candidate for layoff? Simple, right? The bad times comes, for any organization, and not just because of recession, without recession as well. If I'm not able to, manage my people, right, in my company, then I would first filter out a list that who is someone who is not interested to upgrade, who is someone who is not doing anything but sitting idle, or who is do something, someone who is just like doing one man job and doesn't have better skill set or better technical traits. So I would suggest all of you to start building up your profile in a way that even if company are going through their bad times, they think you are the pillar of the company. Okay, they want you to be here with them, because in bad times they always need the best people to bring them up. Okay, with limited resources, of course. So of course, if you have 100 people, you may throw 60 people out of that, but those 40 people which they don't throw out is the critical asset for the organization, which will make them come up again to hire another 100 resources after, down the line, after 6 months, when they sustain that loss, right? So question is, who are those 60 people who will be shortlisted for layoff? Are those people who don't have any critical skills, or who do not have anything specific in particular in their profile, and doesn't make any sense to the company doesn't throw out a critical resource. Okay, so build that criticality, or start building that right now, which is going to be making you always unique, no matter where you are. Okay, again, you can look at yourself. During the pandemic, so many people lost their job, right? But if you were one among them who did not lose their job, understand that why you were not someone who was thrown out of the company, because you already had that skill what the company wanted, or they wanted you to be there to support them, right? So not everyone, not the whole world lost their job. Of course, a lot of them lost, but not the whole world. There are many companies who laid off so many people, but still they retained the most critical people in the profile, in the companies, right? So get started. It's the time, because you will be having vacation mode on, less work, good time to learn something new, right? I will be learning something new for sure. I'll be stepping into some of the other technologies and tools and trying to upgrade myself to make sure that I'm ready for my next year. So look forward to that as an inspiration, and Start building up more criticality to your profile. If you are into manual testing as of today, start upgrading to work on automation. If you're already in automation and just know one tool, try learning some new tools like Cypress, Playwright, which is coming up next. And having a knowledge is never bad, right? And if you're already in automation with multiple tools, learn some new platforms, which would give you a better portfolio, better, open width to start or retain your career or do better, right? So all the very best. User account. Okay. Sir, can you point out some of the difference between 1 year experience versus 3 year experience? I'm trying to apply for 3 year experience with 1 year experience. Is it so? Okay. Some difference between 1 year experience versus 3 year experience. On what grounds? The applicant or the job role? Okay, please just add that extra point. On what points? Like from the applicant point of view, that hey, what is the difference between a 1 year experience candidate and 3 year experience candidate? Or from the job role or from knowledge point of view, what is it? Or interview perspective, what kind of questions they ask you? So please elaborate your question or just tell me on what grounds you want to know the difference. If not, I'll go ahead with the entire explanation. But if you just can let me know, I would be trying to be more precise and to the point. You see, meanwhile, you can go ahead and drop more questions. If you got one, I'll be happy to assist you and help you better. Okay, freedom is here. Is it very necessary, this certificate for recruitment? Not at all, sir. It's not very, very necessary. But for an example, when you present your resume, right, you have few certifications. It shows your dedication towards your professionalism. That, okay, being a QA, generally people don't have certifications. I myself would have, reviewed more than 1,000 profiles as of today. Okay, I would have reviewed or interviewed more than 1,000 candidates as of today. And what I have observed is 70 to 80% people don't have any certifications on their profile, which pulls down their respect and credibility in terms of corporate world. A lot of people think that hey, QAs are someone who just do the job, but they don't look forward to specialize in something and be more recognized with what they do. In that context, we say that it is also important for a QA to look forward to get some certifications done, right? Not necessarily ISTQB, but ISTQB is the only certification which recognizes your QA skills, okay, testing skills. All other certifications are either tool specific or either platform specific, okay, like Jira, ALM, Salesforce, Oracle, whatnot, right? So the only certification which we have, particularly for the QA practices, is ISTQB. And if you can show some certifications, it will be just a value added. Okay, people will look forward. Oh, this guy is interested in even certifying himself in terms of being recognized for what they do. But it is not at all mandatory. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, you're not certified, so I cannot hire you. If you are qualified enough, if you go well with your knowledge and experience, nobody's going to put that as a criteria. But if you have certifications, it just impress or creates the first impression with the interviewer that okay, this person is just not kind of a normal ordinary candidate. He is also certified with what he does. So that's the answer to that question. And what will be the fees for this certification? The fees is around 5,000 to 5,800 or 6,000 some change, depending on if you're taking offline examination or online examination. You can always find the prices on istqb.in, istqb.in. Okay, go there and search for ISTQB Foundation, and you can get the prices there. Okay, if there are any questions, hey, user account, I was waiting for your response. Can you please let me know on what grounds you want the differentiation between 1 year of experience versus 3 years of experience? And team, don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you think you are really happy with what we are doing on our channel and helping people. So we would like everyone to know about this. User account says, I'm currently doing web application and they ask for API testing, sir. Uh, yeah, it's good. But again, what does it have to do with experience? Okay, fine. I understand. Now, point is, web applications, you can be testing the UI, you will be testing the functionalities, but API testing is completely different. And that has nothing to do with your experience. Okay. So the point here is, even a fresher can be trained on API testing using the tools like Postman or SOAP UI or RESTful APIs and ask them to perform these necessary executions, right? Given that they are well trained, even a 1 year experienced guy can do the API testing. It's not that only superiors or leads should do that, right? Second thing, when you talk about the part of like they are asking you API testing because it's in demand. Any application, when it comes to web based applications, APIs are must because there are a lot of web services in place which does the necessary job. So if you have some experience in web-based applications, learning about APIs will make your profile more stronger because I think out of 10, 9 companies will ask you for API testing. Okay? Because you're talking about web applications and APIs are generally part of that today. Okay? So API would be quite a must have, not just good to have feature. But yeah, upgrade yourself to API testing, and that's not wrong if they are asking you about API testing. Okay, so you can start with Postman. Postman is a simple tool to get started easily, and there are a lot of platforms who are giving you free tutorials to learn about Postman, that how to do API testing using Postman, what exactly you need to know about APIs, and so on. Okay, so does that help you get the answer to your question? If not, just let me know. What else can I answer? Preetham says, what is the procedure for getting this certification? The procedure is very simple, Preetham. Number one, you start with the preparation. Okay. Learn all the concepts, take up the mock assessments, answer those questions, and check your readiness, that if you're ready for the exam or not. Once you're ready, then schedule your examination. Okay. Then schedule your examination by going to istqb.in. All right. While scheduling, it's all about like paying paying for the examination, registering or enrolling yourself, and then getting a date to write the examination. You can schedule your examination like 1 week ahead of the plan. For example, if you're planning to take the examination on 10th, then you can enroll by 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of that month. So it's just like they schedule it pretty fast. Fees, that's what I said. It is going to be around 6,000 rupees. Okay, around 6,000. Depends on offline and online. If you're offline, it could be cheaper, and if you're taking online, it will be slightly expensive, like 400 or 500 rupees difference. And you can find exact price on istqb.in. istqb.in. Okay. And if you still need that, yeah, good. If you need any further information, feel free to ask me. I'll be really happy to assist you better. And where to find the tutorials? You are on the right place to start your preparation. Go on this channel, click on the playlist, and start with ISTQB Foundation tutorials, and that would help you to build better understanding and knowledge what you need. Is there any automation question in the certification? No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, start with the syllabus. As you look at the TOC, you understand there's nothing practical and there's nothing automation. We have different certifications. Okay, we have around 20 certifications available under ISTQB. And only one certification out of 20 talks about automation, and that too not practical, theoretical. Okay, so none other certification out of that is 19 certifications. Nobody talks about automation. Anyways, as you get started with your preparation, you will get better understanding that what they are looking forward to and what you should know. So it will be easy. And after that, anyways, I'm here. So feel free to, ping me for anything. All right, yes, team, we have got another 20 minutes to go from here. If you got a question, feel free to ask me. Okay, which one is necessary or important? ISTQB Foundation is the first certification, and after that, you can decide what other certification you want to take. Okay, first target the one certification. Once you have ISTQB Foundation with you, you will already understand what is other certifications all about, and you can look forward to decide on next certifications. Okay, and currently ISTQB Foundation is only the thing which you can take and which is important. Okay, all decisions can be made after that. You cannot take any other certification without foundation. Shishir, I recently took the ISTQB examination and passed it. Your tutorials are super helpful. Thank you, Shishir, and congratulations on the success. Really, really thankful that you took some time out and stepped in here in the live session to let everyone know, including me, that you succeeded. So, congratulations. And thank you for sharing your feedback about the tutorials. It's our intention to build this tutorial is only to help people. And as far as it is helping people, I will be more than happy to continue doing the good work. Thank you so much for letting us know, Shishir. And we wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Go ahead, team. You got more questions? I'm here to assist. I'm here to respond. I'll be more than happy to, give you the best of knowledge on testing what is possible. Again, possible in the sense like I'm not expert of everything. It's just that I know a few things working with industry for a long time, but just want to make sure that hey, if I have something to share, I love to share with you too. And if there's anything I can do to make your testing journey more comfortable, this is what we are looking at. Okay, you're welcome, Shishir. Yes, team, go ahead. Got more questions? I'm waiting here. We have another kind of like 18 minutes to go from this live session, and we would like to answer as many questions as possible. And don't do not forget to drop a thumbs up, and at least not dropping a like is enough, but let your team, let your friends, let your colleagues know about that hey, there's a live session happening where if they have questions they can come and ask, and I'll be happy to answer. And subscribing is not a criteria. We never beg you to subscribe the channel like other YouTubers. We believe in our content, and we know if people are happy, you don't really have to beg them to subscribe your channel. And we are not here to hit 1 million users or 1 million subscribers. It's all about that like hey, as far as your content is quality one, people will love to be here, right? But if you keep asking people to subscribe, like, share and all that, and you don't give quality to the people, it doesn't make a difference. So we only want to spread the word to the community that there are a lot of people which I generally find who are not aware of this channel, that there's a live session happening, and it's only one channel. I can claim that boldly. This is only the channel where the the creator comes only to answer the questions and not to share live updates. Okay, not to share their status update. The only channel which comes here to answer your questions related to testing and just listen to you instead of telling my stories. So I'm really proud of that being one of that kind. And we want to let people know that hey, you can come here and ask your questions, and we don't ask you to fulfill the criteria of being a subscriber of this channel. I can just answer anybody's question even if you're not subscribed to the channel. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, it's just more of like the goal is to build a better community and help every QA in a way that they can build their career into. So that's the reason we don't have any other expectations. Go ahead, team, and we'll go ahead and drop your questions if you got one. I'll be very happy to respond back and assist you with the same. Okay, right, here comes another one. Dinesh says, good evening. So how to develop understanding of a product if one don't have any documentation? Of course, there are different approaches. Number one, interacting in a discussion with a business, or going exploratory, where both the ways involves you to have wide discussions or interviewing the customer. That means business users. You can have a brainstorming session with the or interview session with the business users and ask them more about like, hey, what do you expect from this product? How are you expecting to use this? What is exactly you want to do? Being a user of the system, what would be your key actions or key activities which you'll be performing? And as they answer your first few questions, what I just told them, you know, you look forward to add more questions on top of it. For example, they say, you know what, this application will be used for booking the flights, and we'll be trying to book, cancel, and modify the flights. These are some of our common activities. Then you ask next questions on top of it. Okay, do you think it is really mandatory for the users to log in, or even a guest can book a flight? Right? Is it really important for them to be registered on your platform? They say, no, it's not necessary. It's optional. So if you are not interested to register on platform, then also it's fine. We don't want to send any promotional emails to them to capture their details or spam them. Okay, makes sense. Now, what do you think when you talk about the payments? How are you going to collect payments? What are the specific platforms you've recognized? So the answer about the gateways that, hey, we will be looking forward to have Visa, Amex, Master, and sort of cards available, net banking, and wallets like Paytm, PhonePay. We accept the payment from all these options. So further, you can tell them, hey, what about the web check-in facility? Not a lot of people are giving that. Would you like to also have that? So point is, the conversation is the only key then when you don't have the documentation. And this could be brief. We are not documenting. You can create short notes for your reference if you want, but everything is here. When you talk to them, you build some understanding about the product, that how exactly business users are expecting to use this product. In a way, you have to test it, right? So one is, of course, as you talk to them, you collect the information, or you can have periodic discussions as you work with different functionalities and involve your business users to answer your questions in a way that you know what exactly to test. And if it is not a documentation, like it will be similarly for the design and development team, or particularly on the requirement, if you don't have documentations, then this is the approach. Same way exploratory also works. Exploratory is more about asking the way the system can be interacted and then building up your test approach to test the system in a way that how the users will go ahead and use that. So when documentations are not there, then the solution is interact with the users. Okay, I hope that answers your question. If you got something more, just let me know. Deepak is here. Could you please tell something about robot framework? Uh, Robot framework is kind of like again automation framework, but has specific capabilities which would help you to implement certain specifications in terms of what exactly needs to be done. Then this is a specific framework built for the acceptance testing and acceptance test driven development. So if you remember, in Agile, we have three different platforms, right? The three different approaches you have is TDD, BDD, and ATDD. So for TDD and all, you use your Java specific language frameworks, and BDD you use Cucumber and all. There's a different format like given, when, then. Similarly, RPA, like robotic process automation, the robot framework, is more from the acceptance test driven development. And it's more of like, again, follows the same framework. Like you need keywords, you need modularization, and it uses the more of like from an acceptance testing team perspective. Okay, it's not going to be more of like having the scripting part being involved, but more of like a keyword drives the execution rather than executing everything at the ground level. So it is just a solution to ATDD, acceptance test driven development, where you think from a business user perspective and also run the test as a business user, that hey, I would like to just kind of call only these tests and want to run that. So I just build a framework. So that's, I think, something specific about robot. Rest all remains the same like any other application. And of course, the Selenium libraries are the one which can be again used here, and you can go ahead and make use of the same libraries which you need for which you use in library like Selenium for any other automation framework. Okay. Okay, if I am mostly doing manual, but I had took automation testing course, is there any chance I still be qualified for automation position with similar year of experience? See, I'll tell you something very interestingly that what's happening. I'm not just, kind of like diverting you, but people don't say that in the interviews. If you have been through some automation course, you don't tell that, hey, for 1 year I never did automation and I learned automation, I want to start my career. Companies, when they spend on you, they don't want to take that risk when you upfront tell yourself that I've never done it in practical way, right? Your courses are just to guide you, teach you, and build your knowledge. Now, in the interviews, you say, not like I've been working with 1 year with automation. You say that you started working in one of the projects, but had minimal exposure to it. But I think I have the knowledge. I can implement it if I'm given a chance, right? So, in that context, what happens? The company looks at your positivity. Company looks at your enthusiasm to take up the projects and responsibility, and at the same time, they love your loyalty. Why? Because a company needs all these, soft skills in you. That how bold you are, how confident you are, how loyal you are, and what is your level of confidence in terms of taking new challenges. So in that context, people generally don't disclose that, what, I never did automation, but I've been through a course, and till my lifetime or whatever experience I have, I did only manual. I don't know how to start. So it showcases a company or any interviewer that you are not ready to start. You did a course and you just left it there, right? And in that case, also loyalty is there, but this loyalty is meaningless to the company. They say that, okay, if you're not started, I think I'll look for someone who has started working, right? See, the choice is theirs, and they would prefer someone who has started working in automation than you saying that I've not even started working on any project. So tell them I did one of the projects initially started, and I may look forward to continue working, but I didn't get enough opportunity. That was a very small project, so I got some limited access. But I'm good to answer those questions what you may have. So they may say, for example, okay, why did we are looking for someone who has worked a lot, right? Like at least 2 years or 3 years of experience. You say, it's just the knowledge. It's just not I didn't get the opportunity, but I have all the knowledge what I need, so I can look forward to implement them if given an opportunity. That's it. See, point is, everyone needs experience to get a job, and without job you cannot get experience. So point is, something has to happen, right? And in that context, you have to play a little smart in some cases. And trust me, nobody today says that I don't have any experience. Okay, you must say that I got started. It's just that I have not worked enough. But yes, given opportunity, I look forward to do that. Okay, great. Anyone else? I think we got 7 minutes more to complete this session, but we will be looking forward to more questions. If you got one, I'll be more than happy to assist you. Go ahead, team. Looking for more questions. We got around 6 minutes remaining from this live session and would like to answer as many questions as possible within that time so that people can have best outputs from these interactions and these discussions. And these are not just for the questions. If you think there is anything as a suggestion, as a recommendation, or what would you like to see next on our channel, I would be really happy to welcome your suggestions too, so that I can look forward to, uh, you know, add those values to our channel so that it could be beneficial to you on a long run. They're not just limited to certifications. I'll be really happy to, look forward to add more value to our channel so that you can consistently keep looking for great information. and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Okay, Deepak says, please explain about non-functional testing. Sure. So when you talk about non-functional testing, these are quality characteristics of an application. So what is functional? For example, if I take the example of Google Pay is a product which is the core functionality of Google Pay is to transfer money from one account to another account. And we add more features around this. That hey, that transfer can be for electricity bill payment, can be for phone bill payment, can be for recharges of the phone, can be for water bill and whatnot, right? So you just revolve features around this basic functionality, that is transferring money from one account to another account. Now, this is functionality. And testing these features is what you call it as functional testing. But a product never goes to market just with functionality. The day one, it'll fail. Why? Because there are many quality characteristics which people look forward to in a product. For an example, performance testing. What if 5,000 people try to do the transaction at the same time on Google Pay? Will it sustain or will it crash? What will be the response time? Does it become slow or it continues to remain fast no matter 50,000 people are doing that transaction at the same time? What about user friendliness? Will people find it easy to use or they would need a course or training to understand what is Google Pay, right? And thus we call it as usability. Similarly, it is a banking based application, though it is not a bank, but it uses your banking data to transfer money. Will the data, credentials, and information about the bank accounts will be secret or secure or not? Security testing, right? Similarly, whether this software can be used by differently abled users, like does the voice control works here, or does the text to speech works here, or speech to text works here? So many things, right? So go on. I can talk about portability. I can talk about interoperability. I can talk about reliability. I can talk about adaptability. There are 50 plus levels on the non-functional to talk about particular quality characteristics of the application. Some of the commons are usability, performance, security, portability, and something like that, like accessibility and so on, right? So these are all referred to as non-functional. The reason is they're just not functional. They are technical parameters of a platform. Security is more technical than defining what is username. Performance is more technical than making a transaction. Usability, portability, interoperability, everything else is more technical. It's just that the name looks like it's not functional. Okay, non-functional. But non-functional is more stronger than the functional. If you are a non-functional tester, you are in better demand than the functional tester. In fact, your packages and CTCs offered are more than the functional tester. Okay, so that's about your non-functional testing with different perspective. And generally, we perform non-functional testing after functional testing. That once the system testing is done, then you can kickstart with all the non-functional levels. And now you know that performance, security, usability are more critical than the functionality. How can I release a banking product without security testing? How can I release any other product without doing a load test, like performance testing? It will crash the very day one, and nobody will be able to use. And people will create an impression, hey, they just built another stupid app, right? So people spend, in fact, the client's budget is more on the non-functional testing than the functional, because functionality is only appreciated when you can use it. Okay, if you can't use it, no, I don't really bother what you have. Okay, so that's the point. Does it make sense? If you have any questions, just let me know. You're welcome. Okay, so yeah, I think I just delivered a session on technical test analyst, which is for non-functional leads, and that was my very last session, which I completed this week in Malaysia for some of the leaders of non-functional testing. And we just covered in and out about non-functional testing. In ISTQB, again, we have a certification called as TTA, technical test analyst, and talks all about that. All right, so here comes the clock, and yes, we hit the hour of our live session, and it's good time because we are caught up with all the questions and all the thank yous at the end. So thank you so much, team, for being a part of this live session. It was indeed a great pleasure interacting with all of you. It's always good to hear back from our audience. It's always good to help them beyond the videos, and that's what we have this live session for. So we connect every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time to look forward to listen to you, look forward to interact with you, and assist you with your questions and queries whatsoever you may have beyond the videos. So we appreciate your participation and thank you for sharing your questions to make this session more lively and more successful. And we look forward to have you again in our upcoming live sessions too, because this live session is all about you. I have nothing to share here, more to assist you with whatever uh, you are doing, right? So thank you once again for being a part here and sharing your questions and making it successful. So that's all from this particular live session, team. And yes, I would like to call her Talis. Talis says, thank you for your help. Keep up the good work. It's my pleasure, Talis. And we will be really happy to, you know, have you here in upcoming sessions too. So that's all from this particular live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Take care, stay safe. See you next week, Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you all. Take care.